So the Niners have a clear top 3 on defense. Like they're built around Nick Bosa on the D line, Fred Warner at linebacker, and Diamador Lenore in the secondary.
Yeah.
So you got one really good player at all 3 levels. That's great. Who do you think will emerge as the 4th best player on this defense this year? If you had to wager,
Okay,
who do you think it'll
so
be?
before minicamp, I was gonna say Renardo Green, but that dude has been getting worked by
Yeah, I'm a little
everyone.
curious about that one.
If not Renardo Green, I still have faith in him. I like Renardo Green a lot. So I would say Renardo Green or I think Michael Williams. I think at least he'll look like it because he has Nick Bosa drawing so much attention on the other side.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Michael Williams too. It could be Renardo Green, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes when a DB goes from one coordinator to the next, we saw with Jair Brown last year, it might be tough for him. We'll see.
Oh wait, or Bryce Huff. I completely forgot we have Bryce Huff. Bryce Huff could be really good. I completely forgot about him. So yeah, it would be between those 3 for me. I think whoever gets the majority, the Lions' share out of Bryce Huff and Michael will probably end up being the 4th best if it's not.
I have a feeling that Michael is going to be like he's going to have modest numbers in the box score, but his like pro football focus grade is going to be really high because his run defense is going to be good. His pressures are going to be there, and maybe he won't have 10 sacks, but he'll probably have 5 or 6 or 7.
I think Michael's gonna. I'm really high on Michael. I liked him way more than the rumored Shamar Stewart pick. I like him. I don't know if I like him more than the Walter Nolan pick. But I like for what like he can do against zone read because our zone read defense is so atrocious because of Nick. Like we needed someone like Michael Williams. Like I like Michael a lot. I actually like a lot of the young guys. I was gonna say Nick Martin, but he seems like he's always hurt. So,
well, he broke his hand, right? Trent Williams says he likes him a lot. That's the one guy he shouted out. That would be interesting. Get started at factormeals.com/cone50off and use code cone50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
I will say, if everyone was healthy, though, I'd say the Nigerian Missile is the 4th best player on defense. I love Mustafa. I think Mustafa is so good.
Yeah, that would probably be my pick too, but he's coming off an injury. He might not even be on the field week 1.
My
Nick
favorite
Martin's interesting because Michael's a bit of like he's 20. He's a bit of a project and a projection. Nick Martin, it's like the Niners either got it right with him or not. He was really good in 2023. He got hurt last year. If he's healthy, he should like plug and play. We should see it right away. We saw it right away with Dre Greenlaw.
I hate how many players were already saying that about if Mustafa was healthy, if Nick Martin's healthy, if Michael Williams is healthy.
That's why I'm a little hesitant with his defense. Like, yeah, Saul's back, and yeah, they got 3 good players, but what the hell do they have after that?
Yeah.
Maybe Mustafa, maybe Michael, maybe Nick Martin. I don't know.
Maybe Alfred Collins will sign his contract. Who knows?
Still hasn't done that.
Yeah, that's my thing is like, I don't know. Like, but I do think Mustafa's really good. He actually reminds me of a lot of, I don't know if you remember, it might be before your time, Dante Whitner.
Yeah, it was way before my time.
I like Whitner. So
that was
they
4
remind
years
me
old
a lot
when Whitner was
of
on the team.
So I like him. So we'll see, man. But yeah, if I had to hedge my bets, it would be Michael or Renardo. I think those
all day, every day. Kim says when the best of the best quarterbacks have been across from him, that dude has not gotten it done, period. That is playoff football.
I mean, okay, the Super Bowl, he did what he had to do. Nick Bosa lost the Super Bowl. So I'm not blaming him for the Super Bowl. That was Nick Bosa's fault. If Nick Bosa just tackled Patrick Mahomes instead of nose dove toward the running back, we won the Super Bowl. So I can't blame him for that.
Playoff performance counts. I think it's a big reason why Brady is considered the GOAT instead of Peyton Manning, because Peyton Manning has more MVPs and better numbers than Brady, but Brady was just better in the playoffs. So I get that, but like, it's not enough to just be like, well, he won 4 games and lost 2. I mean, so does Mark Sanchez. That's a team statistic. It's nice that he won those games, but I don't know that he's established himself as this like otherworldly playoff performer. He's had some moments.
No, I don't think I think he's better than Jimmy in the playoffs. That's all I always thought. That
you're better than Jimmy in the playoffs, Tyler. But you're,
I've been playing college football, so I'm about to get drafted. But anyways, no, like I just think it's so weak to blame the quarterback every time like the Niners fail in the playoffs. It's so Kyle. Like, dude, I'm so sick of it. Like the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, was Nick Bosa's fault or even Kyle's fault. He should have went for it. Bro, we're playing the Chiefs. Score a touchdown. Don't put a tight end on a defensive end. Like, what can Brock do there? He is getting beelined at by Chris Jones. What can he do? Like,
and like his biggest sin was like not being better. Like he didn't like underperform. He just performed like the 13th best quarterback in the league, which is kind of what he is.
I'm going to say this. He performed just as good as Patrick Mahomes performed. Patrick Mahomes just got a better defensive performance.
Well, not when it counted. Not when it counted. I think that's kind of the difference.
You know what I mean? All Patrick Mahomes did was take a read option, and he won the game. He didn't do anything special in that Super Bowl. Like, that's what I'm saying is like,
nothing was stopping Brock Purdy from making a play, but he threw the ball to freaking Juwan Jennings over and over.
Patrick Mahomes didn't make a play. He just took what he was given because his defense, but that's what I'm saying is like, Andy, if it was 4th down and Brock Purdy and Andy Reid was Brock's quarterback, he'd say, go for it. We're in the Super Bowl. Why are we not going for it? Why would we hand them the ball back and like make them okay with a field goal? Like, that's my thing is like, blaming Brock Purdy is just so easy. And it's lazy in my opinion.
And it's true. It's like if they had a better quarterback, Kyle would have found a way to lose that game. That's the thing about Kyle.
Bro, if we had Josh Allen,
Baker Mayfield. Baker's better than Brock. They would have lost with Baker Mayfield. You know why? Who's the head coach? What's his name?
I mean, Baker, in my opinion, Baker would have probably thrown a pick that probably would have lost the game. Brock was pretty not turning the ball over there.
He was.
But in my opinion, bro, you could give Kyle Josh Allen, he'd tear his ACL on a QB power second down. Like, it's just Kyle, I don't know. Bro, he had MVP Matt Ryan and the best receiver by far at that time in Julio Jones, and he still couldn't perform. Like, it's not the quarterback. It's Kyle Shanahan.
The People's Niner says, I think this season truly is all about what you said a few days ago, Grant. Has Kyle learned that the league is caught up, and will he overdrive CMC?
I agree.
My prediction is that Kyle hasn't changed, won't change, can't change. Kyle, prove me wrong. But it's been 9 years. I feel like I know you. I don't think you got it in you.
My biggest issue with Kyle is like when we still had an efficient offense last year with all the injuries, and he's shown that he doesn't need Christian McCaffrey to be successful. But it's like ever since he got Christian McCaffrey, he's like, oh, shiny toy. I have to use it every play. I must use my Christian McCaffrey. When it's like, dude, you've proven time and time and time again, you don't need Christian McCaffrey to have a really effective offense. So I don't understand this obsession. Like, all right, Christian's on the field, getting the ball.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, like when you talk about the effectiveness of his offense, it's largely like yards and estimated points added and like advanced stats. When really what wins games is points and what loses games is turnovers. Yeah. And I feel like his offense wasn't particularly off the charts and scoring points last year. And
we were really bad in the red zone. You want to know why we were bad in the red zone, though? It's because everyone knows where the ball's going to Christian McCaffrey. Want to know why the Chiefs' red zone offense, besides last year, I know last year they were awful. Besides last year is always so good because they just hammered it to Travis Kelce. You had to worry so much about the tight end, which we have the best tight end in football. Make them worry about George and then let everyone else just be around them. You'll find a hole.